Hey everybody, it's Jessica. Welcome back. So today I'm going to film my April 2026 planner kit and foil lineup. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into it. So I do plan on my monthly pages. I usually film this at the beginning of the month and share it with you all because I like to, first of all, decorate those pages because I do use a spiral bound planner and I like having them pretty, and then also it helps me, I don't know, just like look ahead to the month. So I do weekly videos or weekly plan with me's within our memory keeping style, but for the monthly view, I like to sticker ahead of time. So lately I've been using Caress Press monthly kits for that. She's got a great variety and I really have been enjoying her format. So this is on glossy paper. This one's called Honey. I believe this one is exclusive art to her shop, and I would like to pick up the weekly kit version of this as well. This is just really adorable. It's got like Scrabble and lots of little odes to bees and honey and honeycomb and bears and things like that. I really like this for April because my kitten Clover has her birthday in April, and one of my little nicknames for her is Clover Honey. So this fits for that. And then we've got the decorative bars and the kind of quarter box situations. And then this scene almost feels like it fits like right above. Like, do you see that? Like, I feel like all of this kind of works together except the curtains are closed here and the windows are open here. Anyway, that's your other decorative box and some solid pattern boxes and some labels. And then finally, we have the little things, labels, square boxes, movie marquee, and the icons. So I love the colors in this, especially like this one with the honeycomb pattern is really, really cute. So I'm very much looking forward to using this as my April monthly kit. And I will probably pick up the weekly kit soon, maybe to use for Clover's birthday in the future. And then as far as my first weekly kit for April, so the week of Easter I included in my March monthly lineup, so you can go back to that if you want to see what I'm using for Easter. This is going to be for the first full week of April on the calendar, which is April 6th through the 12th. This one might get moved around depending on what we actually do this week, and that kind of goes for some of the other kits I'm going to show later as well. The only one that is definitely not going to change is the one that I'm using for the week of Clover's birthday, because obviously, like, we can't move that. But for right now, what I think I'll use for this week, again, depending on what we do, is Great Outdoors. This is a printable kit from Pink Planner Shop, so I have print and cut this myself. So if it looks homemade, it is. That is not on the shop, that is on me. So I could see myself using this kit multiple times, so I've printed extras as well. But these are the full boxes. I love the little bunny. And then the washi and extra box page. I'm not a huge fan. I know these are like very simple date covers. I'm not a huge fan of the date covers in Pink Planner Shop's kits, but I'll just not use them. It's fine. We've got the pattern boxes, the solid color boxes, the square boxes, and nowadays they're rounded off boxes. I think this is, I can't remember if this is the old format or the new format with the script font. I don't know. I want to say this is the old format because this art came out like at least a year or two ago. So yeah. And the art, I believe, is from Mini Moments, except I can't remember what her new handle is. And they're not really drawing art anymore from what I last could tell. But anyway, I love this green color. These are my two favorite colors, the maroon and the green in the kit. Not as big of a fan. I like the blue as well because it ties in like the blue sky. I'm not a big fan of the purple, even though it pulls in like this butterfly and things like that. But I don't know, I just don't love purple that much. So I might switch that out for a different color since there are extra colors in the kit. So that's the main kit. And then I've got the extra fashion boxes. I've got the double box. I probably won't use this week, but I'll probably use this with like the leftovers. And then I printed the extra color. So I think I don't know for sure. So that's the whole extra color page, both the solid and the pattern. I might switch this out for the purple. Let's see how that looks. And then I wouldn't put these two next to each other. I'd probably go like green, blue, green. Sorry, green, blue, green. What am I doing? I might go like green, blue, green, maroon, something like that. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I don't like having too monochromatic of a kit either. And like this color, I don't know if it's totally in the full boxes either. Like the purple is barely in the full boxes, but neither is the like more grass green. So I don't know. Let's see if the glitters make it look any different. Yeah, I think I'll probably bring in the extra color. I never really know until I get to actually planning the week or actually decorating the week, but that's where I'm leaning. Let me know what you think. Did I flip through the whole kit? I honestly don't remember, so let's try that one more time. Solid boxes. We went over this page for sure. We paused at this page, and then we've got the glitters, the extra full boxes, and the deco and all of the kind of weekly checklist type stuff. So that's what I'm thinking for April 6th. I could totally change that. This is very much like an anytime kit for me. But yeah, that's what I got going for that week. Alrighty, so April 6th through the 12th, we're using Great Outdoors by Pink Planner Shop. And then let's get into the rest of the month. So for April 13th through the 19th, that is my cat Clover's birthday. So I have leftovers from Let's Potty by Planner Face. So I used this last year for Evie's birthday, so now I'm going to use the leftovers for Clover's birthday. So I've got like at least 5 full boxes still left. I love the colors of this kit. I think they're perfect for my cats especially, and I still have some deco left over. The cat wearing the party hat is really cracking me up. So I don't have a ton left over, but I think especially if I cut up these checklists, I should have enough to get through the week. And yeah, Clover's gonna be 3, so that'll be fun. So that's what's left of the kit. Yeah, I have 5 full boxes left. So then I'm trying to get back into underlays for leftovers because there are some weeks that kind of fall flat when I'm using leftovers and I don't have underlays. So I got the Clover underlays, of course, from Magical Sticker Co. And this is in the foil color Gold Stars. So I think that's going to be, this is the first time I'm seeing these together. I think this is going to be a really fun combo. So we got that going on, and then I have some leftovers from Hip Hip Hooray from Cinderella Paper, which is a kit that I've used like 2 years in a row for Clover's birthday. And I have like this cat birthday script from a sheet from Plan With Me stickers left over. I don't think I'm going to use anything in the stickers from this other than the birthday. I'll probably also cut out one of the Clover names from the sticker sheet and use that to mark probably like Clover and then birthday. I get real crafty with scripts sometimes. Like if the script of an underlay or overlay sheet is at all functional, you know I'm using it. So yeah, if I go Clover birthday, that could be fun. I think the only thing I really have left from this kit though are a bunch of like extra full boxes of like the kids and the people and stuff. Yeah, that's about it. I think that's why I'm holding on to this. There's like barely any labels left. Also, it doesn't really go, except for this color. This color kind of goes with this kit. So I might Franken-plan this one just a little bit if I start running out of labels. But for the most part, the reason why I'm still holding on to these leftovers is because there were so many extra freebie full boxes. And then as always, I'll end up pulling in like my balloon stickers, my balloon number stickers, and all of the things I do for birthdays. So I'm really looking forward to using that one. So yeah, that's for April 13th through the 19th, bringing in some foil for once in a while. And then for April 20th through the 26th, I don't really know what to use. I have these leftovers from Darkling Sky from Cinderella Paper. I don't 100% know why I would use these this week, but like I feel like the colors kind of match April. I used this for Ren Fair last year, but we have the extra couple boxes, we have the fairy boxes, or whatever she's supposed to be. And then we have some regular full boxes. We got the scroll, and it is National Poetry Month, so I guess that might be the tie-in. And then we've got this page I didn't touch at all. But yeah, I don't normally like purple kits, but this was like one exception. Very kind of like celestial fantasy vibes. And then to go with that, to kind of spice it up a little bit, I've got Butterflies 1 in Purple Hollow from Magical Sticker Co. So I think that could look really cool. So this one might get switched out, moved to another time, but I don't know. I feel like it's kind of April vibes, especially with like all of the butterflies. The inspiration for pairing it with this was definitely this box. So I've been wanting to use butterfly underlays for a really long time, and I haven't figured out a way to do it. So I don't know. I feel like that could be a fun like mid-spring type of vibe. And then finally, for that very last week of April, which is also the first week of May, so this is April 27th through May 3rd. I feel like this happens every year. I like want to do some sort of transition between April and May is when my birthday is, but I never really know what to use, and so I often do like a Franken plan that week. So I have a few different ideas for this week. I think the one that I'm really leaning towards is taking some of the freebie full boxes that Itty Bitty Sticker Co. put out as PR freebies last year from April and May, and using a bunch of leftovers and kind of Franken planning it, like I said. So yeah, I don't know exactly how this is going to work out, but I'm open to it. I don't always feel the need to have like a perfectly curated look. I like playing around with extra stickers sometimes. So I forget for how many months she did this before closing last year, but Tanya did kind of birthday flowers or birth month flowers for a couple of months last year. So these are two different full boxes for April, because I guess that flower is the daisy. I love the look of this cat. I love the look of both of these cats actually. And then May, I wanted to especially make sure to get this one because it's a Lily of the Valley. It's my birth flower. Or my birth flower, I guess. So those are really cute. I also have these leftover full boxes from another closed shop, Apple Blossom Prints, that kind of go with the color scheme. These are like leftover Easter stickers, but they're not like blatantly Easter, these three. And then it's still technically the Easter season in late April, early May anyway, until Pentecost. If you don't know, the Easter season is like 6 weeks after Easter. So there you go. If you want to keep celebrating Easter, you can do that. I absolutely love that I still have this deco piece of like a bunny charcuterie board. Oh, I should do a charcuterie board for Easter. My husband's making corned beef as well. It's going to be a good time. Anyway, I also have these character freebies as well. These were like normal freebies. So I have the Daisy one and then the Lily of the Valley one. So I'll definitely try to pull those in. And then as far as like functional bits for this week, sorry, I know I'm getting really close to the mic there. I have leftovers from Caress Press's Spring Cottage. I used this when we went to New Zealand because when we went to New Zealand, it was spring there. And I feel like these colors match pretty well. I have no full boxes left from this kit, but because I got like an 8-page kit, I think, there's still a ton of functional stuff. So I exhausted all of the full box options when I used this because it was a travel week and I had like extenders. But I still have a lot of functional stuff, including all of the date dots. So I don't know. I think this works. I feel like this color scheme could work. Like I said, I definitely did like a Franken plan for the last week of April, first week of May last year, and it turned out way better than I thought it would. Like I never ended up filming my planner awards for this year, but that one from like late April, early May last year, where I just kind of like winged it, it ended up being like my biggest unexpected success with stickering last year, I feel. So yeah, that's what I've got in mind. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I think it could work, but I never really know until I get it down on the page. I guess I could pull washi. That would probably be a good idea because I have no leftover washi stickers. So let's just do that live with ya, because I need to figure that out, and then you can give me some of your input here too. So looking through my washi stash, I have a drawer of my desk fully committed to washi, if you're new here. That was one of the exciting things about when I got this desk like 5 years ago. I think this washi could maybe work. What else do I have? This one, this was my bougie expensive Paper Source washi. I bought this 10 years ago and it still slaps. Like, that could go well. We could just go plants. Whoops, I'm throwing washi at you. I'm sorry. Could go with this one. I think those are the 3 best options that I have in my collection. So yeah, and we could use a couple of them depending on whether or not they clash. I feel like this one's too purple for the full boxes, so it might be these 2. These 2 I go to a lot. I mean, who doesn't love a plant pattern? So this one's from Paper Source. This is from Oh Hello Co. from a long time ago. Yeah. Let me know what you think. I think this could work, but I have interesting standards for sticker spreads. So let me know what you think. But that would be for April 27th through May 3rd. Other options that I have, I don't like as much, but it will also kind of depend, as always, on like what ends up happening this week. Another kit I thought about using was Honor from Apple Blossom Prints. This shop is closed. This artist is not selling anymore. But I still have these stickers. I think I used this in May last year. I actually don't remember. I either used it in May or April last year. I don't have a whole lot left over, but May is AAPI month, also Native Hawaiian month as well. And I have a huge double box, and I have these 2 boxes that are the museum theme, the museum scene, I should say. So, and I love the bright colors in this kit. Like, ugh, I love this. Still have some deco left. I don't know. So I might use this or I might not. I don't know. I like the flower one better right now. It's not like I'll never use these, but I don't know if I want to use it this year. This sheet is wholly untouched. So yeah, I don't have a lot of full box options left. So that's my hesitation there, but I'll definitely use these at some point. And then I'm not going to flip through these ones because these are the ghosts of planner lineups past. But in March, I didn't end up using, what is this called? Stargazing, as well as leftovers from Sunshine and Rain. These are both clip art kits, Nella's art, just in different sets, but the colors all go together. If you want to see me flip through these leftovers, you can go back to my March lineup. So I didn't end up using that because it was like summer weather in March this year, and this is very like cozy vibes, so didn't really match the vibe. And then I didn't end up using Mindful from Sadie Stickers as well. This was also in my lineup. And actually I have not planned that week yet, or haven't decorated that week yet, so I might change my mind. But I don't think I'm going to end up using this week because, again, the 2 weeks that I had these slated for, it was like summer weather. It's since like cooled down a little bit again, thank goodness. But because it's just way too early for summer. But I didn't end up using these kits because these are more like cool toned, like actual spring weather. So I don't know. I could use those this week as well, although I do not think the last week of April, first week of May is going to be these vibes either. So I might have to save these for the fall. So I don't know. I got a lot of options for that last week. I don't really know which one I like best, but we'll figure it out. So going backwards, and sorry that this is going up a little bit late, although at the time that I'm filming this, the first full week of April still hasn't happened yet. You're going to see this probably in the middle of that week. So technically, we're still planning ahead. As always, this is with the caveat that I could change any of these kits depending on what happens during the actual week. But going backwards in order, for April 27th through May 3rd, we're going to probably Frankenplan. I don't know. I really want to use these full boxes. So I think we're going to do it. And I like it as like a April to May transition. So like these ones on the April side of the page, these ones on the May side of the page. We're going to pull in some of my absolutely ancient but still functional somehow washi. So that'll be for that last week. For April 20th through the 26th, we are probably going to use Darkling Sky from Cinderella Paper and pair that with Butterflies in Purple Hollow from Magical Sticker Co. I'm actually seeing the foil, I'm more keen on using these leftovers. For April 13th through the 19th, I'm just double checking my dates here. we will use Let's Potty from Planner Face, and because it is Clover's birthday, we're going to use Clover underlays in Gold Stars, again from Magical Sticker Co. Oh, and I should say, Let's Potty, there's a cat version, there's also a dog version. So if you don't have a cat, don't worry, you can still have a birthday party for your pet. In fact, if you haven't done that ever, this is the year to do it, okay? Times are rough right now. Like, if you have nobody else to throw a birthday party for, hell, even if you do, have a birthday party for your pet, because they're doing a lot of the stress relief work for us right now, truly. So anyway, and then for the very first week, the full first week of April, because I included my Easter kit in my March lineup, we are using Great Outdoors. This is for the week of April 6th through the 12th. So I'm pretty excited about this lineup. I think I'm more excited about it than I was for March, but because Clover's birthday is in April, like, I'm always more excited for an April lineup, I think. So I come from a big family. We have birthdays in almost every month of the year except for January, but that's my parents' anniversary, and then it turned into my anniversary as well. We don't have a birthday in March, and then we don't have a birthday in April. And so now with Clover, I think the only month, well, we don't have a birthday in July anymore, but when our childhood dog was alive, her birthday was in July. So I think we pretty much cover every other month. March is still like the only month that I don't have a celebration or a birthday or anything like that. And actually, like, none of my friends have birthdays that month either that I can think of. Yeah, because like a lot of my friends have birthdays in like January, October, December, like the months where there's lots of other birthdays as well. So anyway, I thought I'd share that. So Clover is my April baby. She is filling the April birthday place. That is such a tangent. I apologize. But yeah, I think that's what I got going on for April. Let me know what you're planning to use in April. Do you have like a theme to April? Is it just like spring? Is it still kind of winter where you are? I know a lot of like, especially the East Coast is still like deep in winter-ish weather, or at least like it's like California winter weather. So yeah, I hear you. We got a little bit of rain here at the end of March, early April, so it cooled down a bit, but I welcome that because honestly, the summer starting in March is not what I'm looking for. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening to me ramble and think through a million different thoughts because I'm home alone today. I hope you enjoyed seeing my April kit lineup, and I will talk to you next time. Goodbye.